In this video, I will share 10 micro habits that helped increase my feminine energy and made my life so much more enjoyable. Let's begin with the first one. Keep your space clean. Feminine energy is all about value and attention to detail and the ability to notice and appreciate the beauty in the little things. When you clean and organize your space, it allows you to pay attention to the details, such as arranging items thoughtfully and creating visually pleasing surroundings. And also keeping your space clean can help you focus on the things that are truly important. For example, you're working on a work presentation or maybe a school project, and instead of paying attention to your work, you look around and you see all the mess, all the clutter around you. And of course, it's not serving you. It's gonna make you feel stressed, it's gonna make you feel anxious, and you're not gonna be able to give all of your creativity to the project. The next micro habit is dressing up every day. This is something that my mom taught me ever since I was a little kid. And when I say dressing up every day, I don't mean, wearing crazy dresses every single day. No, that's not what I mean. I mean just wearing clean clothes that you enjoy. That's it. And just looking pretty and beautiful. It doesn't have to be super complicated. I think what happens to a lot of people though is we have this pretty dress or this pretty shirt in the closet and we always never wear it because we think this dress or this shirt is only for a special occasion. And the special occasion never comes. So instead of actually using the shirt, using the dress to feel beautiful every single day, we just wait for this special occasion. And instead, you could be increasing your feminine energy by wearing the things you enjoy daily. For example, right now, I'm recording this video in this shirt and I truly love it. I enjoy wearing it. It's so cute, it's so pretty. But I'm at home, I'm not on a date right now, but still for me, it's important to look pretty and to feel amazing when I record my YouTube videos, when I work, when I just chill at home. Just wearing comfortable, pretty clothes make me feel so much better. The next macro change I implemented that had such a huge effect on my life was slowing down. I used to rush everywhere all the time. And we all have both masculine and feminine energy within us. And feminine energy is all about going with the flow, taking time to relax and enjoying the present moment. It's all about being nurturing, open, creative, and gentle. And guess what happens when we rush? Obviously, the feminine energy doesn't have the space to thrive because feminine energy and rushing and thinking about the future or thinking about the past have nothing in common. In today's fast-paced world, we're often encouraged to hustle, work hard, and prioritize everything else over self-care. This go, go, go mentality is more aligned with masculine traits and with the masculine energy, which is understandable in our society's fast-paced culture. But if I want to start feeling like I have more feminine energy in me and around me, I really need to learn how to slow down. Take it easy, live in the moment. So when it comes to slowing down, I implemented two things. The first thing I now do is I have a peaceful morning routine. I wake up, I have my skincare routine, I make breakfast, and I do everything slowly, and I try to stay in the moment. For me, originally, it was pretty hard to do because I thought that if I were to do everything super slowly, I would waste so much time. But in reality, somehow, magically, it works in a completely opposite way. When I allow myself to slow down, I feel more calm and at ease, and because of that, I actually get more things done. The same slowing down micro habit is something that I do when I walk outside. In the past, I used to always have this walk of like going somewhere so freaking fast. Even if sometimes I didn't need to rush, I wasn't late anywhere, I would still go so freaking fast. Like sometimes you go on a walk and instead of just like walking slowly, enjoying the nature, enjoying the weather, you still walk so fast. Like, I don't know how it works, but it was so ingrained in me. And now walking more slowly allows me to feel less anxious and more present. The next micro habit that increased my feminine energy is taking time to respond. When I encounter a difficult or stressful situation, I always ask myself this question: how would a woman you wish to become respond in this situation? What would she say? What would she do? I actually have this quote on my wall in this room, and I always look at it when I don't feel that great and when I don't know what to do. We can call it something like a goddess visualization. Take a minute to visualize yourself embodying the qualities of a goddess or a woman or a feminine archetype that inspires you. For me, I guess it's a version of my future self, and this quote really helps me visualize this future me and in a way see that I'm already her and that I have all the answers within myself right now. Micro habit number 5 is learning to accept help. I know as women, we were taught to be independent and to do a lot of things on our own. And it's amazing. Like, me being independent allowed me to move to a different country, to live a great life. But still, I know that accepting help doesn't mean that I can't do it myself. It just means that I'm allowing life to be easy for me. If someone wants to help me, they already thought about it. So they're probably ready to help me. And if they're asking me if I need help, I will say yes. Feminine energy values receptivity and openness to receiving love and support and assistance from others. Again, it doesn't mean that I can't do all of these things on my own. I absolutely can. However, when I do something with other people because they wanted to help me, this also trains this quality of collaboration and connection within me. And this is actually something that feminine energy emphasizes a lot. Feminine energy is all about recognizing that strength and resilience can be found in community and collective support. And because of this community aspect of help, it makes it easy for me to solve a lot of different problems because I know that I can ask people to help me, especially people who are knowledgeable in this field. And for me, for example, it's going to take, 10 hours to figure out this problem. But for a different person, maybe 2 minutes or 2 seconds. Like, maybe they already know the answer. And especially when someone is offering to help me, I will most likely say yes. I used to struggle with this feeling a lot at work because I was always an overachiever and I thought that I could do things alone and this way be more productive. So that's why I chose to do things alone. And so I never really liked doing projects with other people and doing things in a group just because I always thought I was wasting my time. And because of that, I didn't like asking for help, because I thought that when I asked for help, I was being weak. And now I understand that it is absolutely not the case. The next micro change that made my life so much more fun is giving compliments to other women. I don't know why, again, maybe because I was always competing with other women in the past. I never gave compliments to other women, but now I do. For example, yesterday I went to the ophthalmologist, the eye doctor, and the receptionist there was wearing an extremely beautiful dress, and I gave her a compliment, and I'm sure she felt so great in the moment. This little interaction made her feel more in her feminine energy, and honestly, it increased my feminine energy too, because she thanked me for being nice to her. And plus, she even wanted to share where she got the dress from. So give compliments to other people, especially to other women. If you like something they're wearing, if you like their jewelry, if you like their makeup, compliment them. Not because you feel jealous, but because you truly think they look beautiful. Dancing more. If you want to reconnect with your feminine energy, dancing will be a great option. If you want to sign up for classes, it's great, but I guess here I'm talking more about dancing however you want to, alone, and then seeing how you feel. I did this practice a while back when I was taking a course from a very talented coach, and honestly, my work with her was so productive. She helped me so much increase my feminine energy and feel like I was enjoying life a lot more. So the practice works like this. You choose a song, and it's going to be better if the song doesn't have any lyrics. Just something that will make your body flow and dance and move, something like this. At first, when I was doing this practice, I chose a handpan melody just because I really like this instrument a handpan, and the music of it generally makes me feel very relaxed. And so when I started dancing to the song, at first I felt very stiff. I didn't know what to do, even though I was completely alone. Again, this aspect of, peer pressure or trying to look great in front of others, it was eliminated. I was dancing for myself. But I was still thinking, how am I supposed to dance? What am I supposed to do? But that's the thing, just dance however you want to. And the most important part is, when you notice some stiffness in a certain part of your body, let's say your back, you try to focus on your back more. You try to relax your back more. You try to breathe in, breathe out. If for you, for example, it's your left leg, something super random. Again, you're focusing on making the motion as fluid as possible. You're focusing more on your left leg. And then the more you do this practice, let's say you do it, a few times a week, you are gonna see a major difference. At first, you're gonna feel very stiff, but then later, your body is just gonna flow. And this state of flow is going to increase your feminine energy a lot. Because feminine energy is often associated with fluidity, receptivity, and flow, qualities that are embodied in dance. Plus, dance can evoke a sense of sensuality and heightened awareness of the body. It can help you form a deeper connection with your body and feel more confident in your own skin. This small practice allowed me to open up my body more, and now when I hear music, I sing along. I don't feel scared of what other people will think of me. In a way, I became more alive, because in the past, every time I would hear music, I would be like, okay, that's a nice song, I like it, fine, fine, fine. But now I let my body feel the song and be in the moment. The next micro habit that increased my feminine energy a lot is practicing yoga. Embracing our feminine energy allows us to feel deeply, open our hearts, and be receptive to life's blessings. For example, in yoga, that's exactly what we do. We honor our feminine power by practicing awareness and self-love. This means that we don't push ourselves too hard when we do poses, for example. We don't force anything. That's why when you do a yoga practice, they always tell you, just relax and don't force anything. Listen to your body, move gently, and accept where you are every single day. Yoga teaches us how to go with the flow. It's like the natural rhythms of the ocean. And that's why for me, my favorite poses are also associated with this flow, being fluid like water and flowing. And that's exactly why I love yoga. Yoga also allows me to feel more grounded, especially when there's a lot of stress, a lot of work pressure in my life. 3 yoga poses I especially love to feel more grounded include the goddess pose, Utthita Konasana, because this pose helps me to open the hips and chest. It promotes a sense of empowerment and grace. Cat-cow pose, Marjarasana Bithilasana. I really like this asana because it's all about the gentle flow. You're arching and rounding your spine, and it really helps me become more flexible and move with more fluidity. And finally, camel pose, Ustrasana. Camel pose stretches the front of the body, opening the heart, and it helps my body relax a lot. I also recommend checking out moon salutations, Chandra Namaskar, because they are practically a series of yoga poses that honor the feminine energy of the moon, promoting introspection, intuition, and emotional balance. The next micro change that has been very beneficial for me is finding my signature perfume, or just finding the perfume that I enjoy smelling. It can be one smell or a smell for a different occasion. For me, I'm more of a person who likes to use a perfume for a special occasion. If I go to the beach, I have a new perfume for the beach because I want to smell beachy, like a coconut, like the water, like the sea. And when I live in the city, of course, I don't really want to smell like that. I know that perfumes can be quite expensive, but if you buy body mists, for example, you can save a lot of money. And a lot of body mists right now on the market smell amazing. Right now, my go-to perfume, if I want to smell like spring, like flowers, like have this floral vibes, is Dior Blooming Bouquet. I really like this perfume. I think it's more light. It doesn't last for a very long time, but when I spray it, it smells like flowers. It smells like spring, and I absolutely love it. If I want to smell more like autumn, winter, more like dark vibes, I really like this perfume by Jean-Paul Gaultier. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name correctly, but the perfume is called Scandal. And oh my god, it smells like chocolate with a little bit of mint, a little bit of vanilla, and I absolutely love this fragrance. And if we talk about more affordable options, I love body mist from this company, Sol de Janeiro. My favorite one currently is number 62. For me, it smells like the beach because it kind of smells like salted caramel in a way. And for me, everything that smells salty is immediately summer, coconut, ocean vibes, relaxation, vacation. And finally, micro habit number 10 that increased my feminine energy is reconnecting with my menstrual cycle. Feminine energy is cyclical. Nature is cyclical. Moon is cyclical. And in a way, the menstrual cycle itself is a reflection of feminine energy's cyclical nature. Just like the moon waxes and wanes in a monthly cycle, a woman's body also undergoes hormonal fluctuations and changes throughout the menstrual cycle. When I started understanding my menstrual cycle more, I became more emotionally aware and more calm and at peace. Many women feel more intuitive and emotionally attuned during certain phases of their menstrual cycle, and understanding when that happens for you can benefit you a lot, especially understanding when you feel not that great, because oftentimes we're so used to pushing through. I have cramps, I don't feel that great, but I'm still gonna push through. I'm still gonna go and do this difficult boxing workout, for example. That's an example from my life. I used to do it in the past so much, and that I would feel even worse. I would push through, I would go train because I did sports my whole childhood. I would come back home and I would feel absolutely drained and exhausted. And honestly, growing up and doing sports, I was often jealous of boys because I felt like they never had to push through. When I was on my period and I was running track, I still had to come and do the workout and push through, even though I felt horrible. I had cramps, and the last thing I wanted to do at that moment was run. Before doing track, I did gymnastics for a long time, and because of that, I had problems with my body image. I had an eating disorder, and one day I lost access to this cyclical power I had. I lost my period completely because I was too thin, and I had to go to the doctor. Now I don't push my body anymore, and because of that, I feel so much better. I can highly recommend this book, Good for a Girl, by Lauren Fleshman. When I read this book, it made me feel like the author understood me completely. And it's a very educational story for girls who do sports. Now the tools that I use that allow me to reconnect with my menstrual cycle include the app Natural Cycles. I really like this app to track my period, and also recently I placed an order to get an Oura ring just because I want to start, using it to get more in tune with my menstrual cycle and understand which phase I'm in right now. If some of you watching this video have an Oura ring, please leave a comment down below and let me know if you like it, what you think about it, because I'm so excited to finally get mine, wear it every day, see all the analytics, track my cycle, track my sleep, and understand my body better, and to be more compassionate towards myself. I think it's going to be it for this video. These are all my micro habits that help me increase my feminine energy and feel happier, more satisfied, and have more energy in general. The links to everything I mentioned in this video will be down in the description, so make sure to check it out. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're thinking about what to watch next, I highly recommend checking out this video right here. I'll see you there.